Hari Om, dear children. Welcome to our online session. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the second part of the lesson, The Little Girl. In the previous part, we have discussed about the little girl by name Kezia and how she was afraid of her father and how she couldn't even speak properly with the father, and when grandmother had sent her to spend some time with the parents, both of them were busy. Mother was busy with the reading book and father was sleeping. In that way she couldn't spend some time, and even she was very afraid of the parents. And we have ended the previous part with the idea of grandmother giving to Kezia that to give a gift to father's birthday, which was going to come on the following week, that is on the next week. They're going to celebrate Kezia's father's birthday. So Kezia's grandmother, she suggested to give a gift of a cushion to her father. So with this we have ended the previous part, isn't it, children? So now let us continue this lesson. Okay, children? Yeah. Laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched three sides. But what to fill it with? That was the question. So when Kezia's grandmother gave the idea of gifting a cushion to her father on birthday, immediately with a lot of laboriously, in the sense here children, with a lot of effort or difficulty. So with a lot of effort, she just bought a double cotton and she started stitching on the three sides of the cotton cloth. Whatever the cloth she bought, on the three sides she stitched it. And now a question arose, that is, what to fill it with. So when you need a when you want to make a cushion, you need something to fill in it, isn't it? So on the three sides she stitched, but something is to be filled. So what to be filled in that? That was the question. So the grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. So she couldn't find anything to fill in that cloth which she had done it for making cushion. So immediately she had searched for grandmother, but grandmother was in the garden. So here Kezia, she went to her mother's bedroom to look for any scrap paper or a cloth or anything. And on the bed table she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces and stuck her case, then sewed up the fourth side. So what she did, she first searched for her grandmother, but grandmother was in the garden. So again she went to her mother's room to find if any scrappy things are available. So there she had found that a bunch of sheets, great many sheets of fine paper were there, and she gathered all that. She took all the papers and she tore them into pieces. She tore them and she made into pieces, and then she stuffed her case in the sense here, the cloth which she had stitched on the three sides. So she stuffed in the sense kept inside that case, that cloth. She took that cloth which she had stitched on the three sides and she kept all these pieces of the papers which she had torn, and she sewed in the sense, see, she stitched on the fourth side also. Okay, so when mother gave the idea of presenting a cushion to her father. Immediately, she took a cotton cloth, she stitched on the three sides, and then she searched here and there for waste or some scrappy things, and finally she found some bunch of papers on the bed table of her mother's room. She took that, she tore into pieces and filled that cloth, and she stitched it even on the fourth side. So in this way, finally she had made a cushion. Okay, children. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the port authority had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants questioned. So that night, okay, the night when she had done that cushion, there was a hue and cry in the house. Hue and cry in the sense, angrily the father was shouting, see, angry protest. And then immediately everyone were called, and they were questioned, even servants were questioned. For what? Father's speech papers of the port authority had been lost. Some important papers about the speech which he had to give to the port authority, those papers were lost, and everywhere they have searched, all the rooms were searched, and even servants were also questioned whether they have seen those papers. Finally, mother came to Kezia's room, and Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on the table in our room. Oh yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Comes right down to the dining room this instant. So when all the servants were questioned for these important papers, Kezia's mother, she went to Kezia and asked, Kezia, have you seen any papers on the table in our room? And immediately Kezia said that, yes, mom, I have seen, and in fact I took those papers and I have used them up. I tore them up for my surprise, she said so innocently. And mother screamed, what? You have tore them into pieces. Immediately you come down to the dining room now, she said, and she went away to the dining room. Okay, children? Yeah. And immediately, when this girl said that she has torn those papers into pieces, she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. So here, father was walking here to and fro, in the sense, children, walking to that side and this side. Okay, when he was walking here and there by putting his hands back, he seemed to be very angry, and he said, well, he said sharply, that means very loudly with a huge voice. Well, he said in this way. And mother explained what had happened. Mother explained in the sense, she told what had happened, like how she took the papers from the table, and how she had torn into pieces and stuffed the cushion. And he stopped and stared at the child. See, you can look at the picture here. The father was staring at the child, looking at the child. Did you do that? Father was asking. See here in the picture, father was asking the girl, did you do that? Have you torn the papers into pieces and stuffed that cushion? And immediately the girl said, no, no, she whispered in the sense, she said in a low voice. And we have already discussed that while she was speaking, she used to shudder, especially when she speaks with the father, isn't it? So she shuddered, or she whispered, she said, no, 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 like this. And mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. See that the child's put to bed this instant. So immediately father told to her mother, that is Kechia's grandmother, that mother, you go and get the damn thing, the dirty thing what she had done with these papers, and make the girl sleep instantly. Now itself we just take her and make her sleep. I don't want to see her anymore. In this way, father became very angry with the girl because she has torn the important papers and she just stuffed that cushion. Trying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light, making a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. I'm going to beat you for this, he said. So when this little girl was scolded by the father, and grandmother took the girl to her room and tried to make her sleep, but this girl was crying a lot and she was trying to explain what really she had done it, like no, she didn't know that those papers were very important, but still she was crying and she just laid in her bed and was looking at the shadows of the evening sun, how they are falling on the floor. And at that time father came into her room, and what did he do, children? He just came with a cane, or you can say ruler in the sense a cane or a stick, you can say. So he came into the girl's room who was crying a lot, and she couldn't even say properly what had really happened, like what she had really thought, that she don't know whether those papers were so important. And he said that I'm going to beat you for this. So now I'm going to beat you for what you have done, that you have torn those important papers, he said. And this little girl was too scary now. She was very afraid. Oh, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. So she said, no, 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 Dad, no, don't beat me. In that way she screamed, and Sansa cried with a lot of fear here. And she had hidden under the bedclothes in the sense, under the blankets. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered. So he took off all the bedclothes, what she used for covering, and she told, sit up now. Don't sleep. Get up and sit, he ordered in a harsh voice. And hold out your hands. Let me show your hands to me. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. So father said that show me your hand. You should be taught that, at least once you should be taught in this way, that not to touch the things which does not belong to you. You should never touch the things which does not belong to you. So you should be taught this. You should learn it, isn't it? So show me your hand, he was shouting at the girl. And girl was very scary. He was saying, no dad, no, no, I'll not do it. I'll not repeat it. But he ordered the girl to stretch her hand, and he was carrying a ruler or the stick in his hand. But it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. So when he was just putting the cane or the ruler on that little palm hand, see, little palm hands, in the sense how beautifully the little children hands will be. Children, it will be too pink and very smoothy hands, isn't it? So here when she stretched her hand, it was so little and pink palm, and he was almost using his ruler. And at that time she said that it was for your birthday, she said. So what did she say? In that scary feeling itself, she was crying and she was scared. But still, while showing her hand to father, it was for your birthday, she said. So let us see what father will do it now. By the time she could say that, The gift was for his birthday. Father bet Kezia on her pink little palms, and hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. So when this father, Kezia's father, beat her with a cane, she felt very bad and it was so painy, and even hours after many hours she was crying, and at that time grandmother came to her and she wrapped her in a shawl. That means she took a shawl and she just covered her body with a shawl and took her to a rocking chair, like a chair which moves here and there, like almost like swing, and she kept her in a rocking chair, and the child clung to her soft body. That means almost she hugged her body, and she was so scary that she don't want to leave her grandmother. And what did God make fathers for? She sobbed while she was crying. She was saying that why did God make fathers? Why these fathers are there? Why do they behave in this way? In that way, all the questions were coming into the little girl's mind. And here is a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. So the little girl, when she was crying, even her nose was running, and grandmother, she gave a clean hanky and told her to blow her nose. That means clean her nose. And now go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. But the child never forgot. So here the grandmother said that, okay, let it be, you tonight just you go to forget all these things and you go to sleep. By tomorrow morning you'll forget everything and it will be okay. Everything will be normal by tomorrow morning. And actually I tried to explain. Here, who tried to explain, children? Grandmother tried to explain to father, but as he was too upset and angry, he didn't listen to grandmother that night. So she said that now your father is not listening, but I'll try to explain him, and by tomorrow morning everything will be normal, she said. But the child, she couldn't forget what had happened. Okay, children? And next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back, and a red color flew into her cheeks. So this incident she couldn't forget in her life. Whenever she saw her father, immediately she kept both the hands on her back, and all her face became very red in color. That means she was too scary. Already she was afraid. She couldn't even speak to father in a proper way. She used to shudder, isn't it? So in the beginning of the story, we have discussed that the girl, when she faced her father, she couldn't hardly speak, and she used to shudder out of fear, and she even couldn't spend some time with him, isn't it? But now, after this incident, what is the incident here? When this girl was punished with the cane for the act of tearing all the important papers, and she just stuffed her birthday gift. What is the birthday gift here? Cushion. She had made a cushion for her father's birthday, isn't it? So she tore all those pieces into, sorry, when she tore all the papers into pieces and kept it in this cushion, finally when it was found out, she was beaten with a cane by the father, isn't it? So all these incidents, what were happening, that like mother was scolding and father was beating for the act what she had done, she became too scary, and the moment she sees her father, she used to hide her hands and all her face used to become very red in color. That means she had never forgotten the incident what had happened with the father. Yeah, with the idea of grandmother, here Kezia thought of preparing a cushion for her father's birthday. So she took a cotton cloth, she has stitched on the three sides, and she don't know what to be stuffed in that. So she searched here and there for some scrap, and when she had found some bunch of papers on mother's bedroom table, she immediately took it, she tore into pieces so innocently that she don't know those papers were very important. Without knowing or unknowingly, she took all those papers, she torn into pieces and stuffed that cushion, and she stitched even the fourth side. And she was very happy that yes, I have done a birthday gift. I'm ready with the birthday gift for my father's birthday. But unexpectedly, as those papers were very important papers, her parents got annoyed of that. They were searching for these important papers, and when mother had found that this Kezia had torn into pieces, immediately she told to her father, and her father, who was very angry already by that time, he scolded her, and even he came to her room and he tried to punish with a cane on her little palm hands. And all these incidents made her become more scary towards her father, and she was crying a lot and she was questioning herself, why are these fathers made for? Why fathers are there in this world? Though her grandmother was trying to explain that she will get the situation settled by next day morning, she couldn't forget it, and she was continuously crying the whole night. So with this we have ended the second part, children. Though the girl was happy for making a birthday gift for father, so innocently as she has torn the important papers, she was punished by her father, isn't it? So let us see what will happen further in the lesson in the next part, children. Hope you have understood this part, children. If you have any doubts, please try to call us so that we will clarify your doubts. Hari Om. Thank you.